I was actually excited about this game. Steam reviews were very positive, 82 on Metacritic, and just a ton of awards. So I think to myself, what the hell, let's give it a try. Boy was I swindled. The game starts and it's looking pretty good. You make an account which is your save file, you got the Linux-like boot sequence, you play the tutorial, learn some of the story, and of course they teach you how to hack. Then you do 2 or 3 more missions and that's it. You've mastered the entire game. Once you open a port, run port hack, overload a proxy, and solve a firewall, you've basically experienced everything the game has to offer in terms of gameplay. But let's go back, how do you actually do these things? First you have to run probor nmap, which will show you this screen. Here you can see all the info about the security on this server. This one has a proxy. How do you bypass a proxy? Well, you get on another computer, type in shell, get back on this one and just click overload. That's it. It also has a firewall. How do you get through this one? Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm just gonna run this password app.
You run analyze until the game gives you the password, then you just go solve password. With these 2 out of the way, we can go to port hacking. Oh, an SSH port. How do you hack that? You type SSH, you hit tab, that's what autocomplete is for, then you hit space and you type in the port number the SSH is running on. The port number is always the same. For every type of connection, the number never changes. Now we sit back and watch a little animation. So now the SSH port is open, but it says we need more ports to run port hack. So let's open the FTP port. You type in FTP, press tab again, then you hit space and type in the port every FTP server in the game is running on. Watch a little animation and the port is open. You're probably detecting a pattern here. But hey, we have enough ports open, let's run port hack. You watch an animation again and you're in the server. Now you're an admin on the server, the only thing left to do is go to the log directory and delete everything that's there. Because for some reason you're the only person alive on the server and nobody else is doing anything that could be registered in the log. And this is basically the extent of the gameplay. It's not very challenging, in fact it's basically fitting pegs into holes. But it's always the same holes in the same places. If the game allowed you to chain commands together, the entirety of port opening and port hacking could be done with just a single command. The only reason you are not able to crack every single server from the start is because you don't have the programs required to open certain ports. Proxy bypassing is just waiting. In fact, the most difficult thing in the game is figuring out what they want you to do from the overly verbose mission emails. But hey, so what hacking is bad in a hacking game? Maybe this game is about a story, maybe hacking is just a means to an end. Here's a story summary. Evil cybersecurity company wants to hack everybody so you buy their products. Doesn't really scream inspired. And everything interesting you can find in the files on the servers is just snippets from bash.org. And I don't know what more can I say, the gameplay is weak, the story is weak and the writing is weak. 1 hour in I was excited, 2 hours in I was bored out of my mind. And then it kept going for 2 more. Admittedly, I didn't play every side mission. And there were like 2 or exactly 2 good side missions, but I just couldn't bear it any longer. I have no idea how such a stinker got so much praise from people and organizations. For me, this shit gets a 3.